We are through to Guatemala.
Woo!
It was a bit of a process.
Mexican side was fine.
Yeah.
They cancelled our vehicle import, no worries. Got our visa exit stamp, no worries.
It was a bit of a breeze, and then Guatemala side was a bit of a schmozzle. Couldn't really work out where to go. No one was that helpful. When you do get somebody, they were a bit grumpy.
Especially one guy who was a bit of his first words to me were, "You need to speak Spanish." And he spoke good English, and I was like, sorry, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah,
but
anyway,
that's just how they are.
It's who you get on the day. Then we had another guy who was nice at the end. So
after they make you walk in the hot sun a few blocks into town to pay a fee and get photocopies done.
To get your tip.
Even though they've got a big photocopy machine right behind him in his air-conditioned office.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had to pay our fee, which they've got a system where you could pay right there. And then
he tried to make you go
I was almost having to go back a third time to photocopy a stamp in my passport, which I wasn't told, but I had to get that. And then he said, I went, "Are you kidding me?" And then the nice guy went, "Oh, for you, exception, I make exception." I went, right, okay.
Exception.
Anyway,
here we are. We're in Guatemala and we did it.
Well done, Mrs. Chassis.
It wasn't the smoothest crossing, but they're meant to be like that. So
it was all fine for you sitting in the air conditioning in the car.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still, I was getting anxious. All right, here we go. Bye.
Well, we made it to Guatemala.
We did.
We found a little spot on Overlander called Lake or Lago Gloria. And Mr. Chessie's decided to pull the little bucket out and do a bit of washing, because Sunday's washing day, as we've turned out. These little palapa over there, there's a couple of them, they're washing palapas. The ladies are in there all washing, whereas the husbands are in that palapa behind over there, drinking beers and playing music. Anyway, it's hot and humid. We've been for a swim.
Central America, here we are.
I'm having a Modelo. Mrs. Chassie's washing our underwear. So it's all good. Life's good in Guatemala. Guatemala's third largest lake, Lago Peten Itza. It's in the northern region of Guatemala, near some of the most historic Mayan ruin sites, most famous being Tikal, which we'll be visiting tomorrow. We found this lovely campground, which also has a sort of a resort area on Overlander, and it's really cool. Mrs. Chassis is doing her morning yoga. We're the only ones camped here. We're over there on the banks of the lake. We've got our own little jetty, which we've been jumping off, even though there are crocodiles. We're not too concerned. They don't seem to be that prevalent in the areas where there's people. And you know, there's people swimming around the shores every day. So we go swimming and surfing in the ocean with sharks. So unless they're really territorial and prevalent, then we're just going to continue on as we do. But this is a beautiful spot. Well, it is now day 4 in Guatemala, and we're just entering our first Mayan ruins.
Woohoo!
So excited. I love my Mayan ruins.
Garth loves them. Nearly as much as me.
We did 4 sets of ruins in Mexico, and now we're coming to Tikal National Park in the northern parts of Guatemala.
It's probably one of the biggest and most significant ones though.
Discovered in 1848, and then
they're still discovering it. They just found 4 days ago, found another
section
of it. So,
and it was opened to the public in 1955, and supposedly it's very impressive, showing this once incredible, large, thriving Mayan city, which has now been relatively recently discovered and opened to the public. I think she's lost. You hear the howler monkeys. Howler monkeys. I think we're going to go and climb to the top of that, aren't we? Much to Mrs. Chassey's excitement. Tell you what, Central America in the height of summer may not be the smartest move, but
very hot.
When you're on a journey like ours, you've just got to, do the best you can, cover all seasons. But it is hot, humid.
Steamy.
The only luxury, or not even luxury, we have is we're getting these afternoon storms, aren't we?
Yeah.
Cool things down immensely. Beautiful big thunderstorm. We had a whopper yesterday.
Whopper.
It was a whopper. Thought we were going to get a tree fall on our van.
Tree.
Okay. I think it's time to go. We're lost in the Mayan ruins, and we've got a Central American, Guatemalan monsoon or rainstorm moving in. A few cracks of thunder and rumbles in the distance. So we'll try and make our way out of here. Won't we, darling?
Yes.
We didn't get a guide today because we couldn't find one. So Mrs. Chassey's a little bit upset. I had to be her guide, and I know nothing about Mayan culture.
You were not even close to being a guide.
I was pretty good.
No, you weren't.
I did. I read the map. I got us lost in these old ruins here. Okay. It's officially raining now. We've got about 20-minute walk, or 15 maybe. But I think it's just going to get in harder and harder. So my thoughts are oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sun shower.
It's a sun shower.
My thoughts are to keep the move, keep the shine on the road. Tikal, you've been sweet.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're 5 days into Guatemala.
5 days in, and we've made our way up to sort of the very northern parts to see the famous Tikal Mayan ruins.
Yep.
And it wasn't part of our original plan, but we're so close to Belize here that we've decided just to sneak over into Belize for a week or so. Go to the Caribbean coast, do a bit of cave exploring, do a bit of scuba diving or snorkeling. Yeah, we figured it'd be sort of silly not to while we're out here. Isn't that right?
Go and check it out and see what it has to offer. We're in Belize.
You're Belize, man. Belize.
Well, that was a very different experience to what we experienced coming through from Mexico to Guatemala.
Very pleasant. It was
Really helpful.
English speaking, very helpful.
Except for the tip guy, he was a bit arrogant, but gotta have someone that's a bit grumpy.
A little bit, not too bad, not as
He's
bad as our
alright.
Guatemalan guy.
So anyway, we're here and doesn't feel any different so far, but anyway, we were just happy to have a good experience.
We're in a border towns. Yeah, there you go, chill out restaurant. That looks like
We're
it.
going to see lots of Peruvian, it's a real mixed culture here.
Certainly as we get closer to the coast. Hello, Mrs. Chassis.
Hi.
We're on a beautiful little Caribbean island in Belize called Caye Caulker.
Caye Caulker.
We arrived yesterday, 45-minute, 1 hour ferry ride from Belize City, and we're going out to the reef today.
All day.
All day on a big cat. A bit touristy, but when you're in the Caribbean, you got to go snorkeling and see the second largest barrier reef in the world behind the mighty Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, that was the calling, wasn't it?
It's such a cool little island, all sand streets and golf buggies, and it's very chilled. We'll show you about.
Yeah. Whoa. 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 Belize is a nice country. Whoa. 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 With loads of diversity. Whoa. Oh, on the good culture black. Oh. 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 I'm just part of its ethnicity. Boom. This is Belize where we live with ease. Get vegetable milk, meat and cheese. Get our honey straight from the bees. And mainland you can go to the Keys. Toledo district have lots of rice. Get it down there for a very low price. Mix with beans, lad, it's nice. Check the district if you think it's light now. France over the Stanbridge Valley. Grow sweet citrus, they don't grow cali. Men around there big like Muhammad Ali. Don't even bother telling them physically because this is Belize where we live with peace. Get vegetable milk, meat and cheese. Get our honey straight from the bees.
Okay, so I'm going to go swimming with these sharks. That might be stupid, but here we go. We're doing a little ferry. We're going across the split to the north part of the island, which was split in the 50s by a hurricane.
They also think it was dug out.
Then they dug it out because it was a good way for boats to get through. So we made it to Bliss Beach. And I'm just trying to find Mrs. Chassis. I know she loves hammocks and I know she loves the water. So I'm going to deduct from that a location I might find. Yes, I was right. She loves hammocks and she loves the water. So where else would she be? Except in a water hammock. That looks nice. You ready for your first fried jack?
Fried jack. Stuffed with...
A fried jack. Heard of them? I really know what they are.
Very big reveal.
Fried jack time.
Fried jack.
So we've got egg and bacon, a little bit of cheese.
In a pocket of fried jack, I suppose.
Fried jack. Nice.
Yeah. Tasty.
Okay.
Yum.
Well, it's our last couple of hours on the island, Caye Caulker. We are trying the famous barbecues, lunch barbecue. So can I show you? Just ordered some coconut. So we get a little fresh. Fire.
On the other side, over there.
That's our meal. Jerk chicken.
So when you come to a town in a country that you don't really know too much about and they tell you there's a mango festival going on whilst you're there for the 2 days, you have to go to that. We love mangoes.
We're in a very Caribbean vibe little town in Belize called Hopkins. And it's, yeah, it's really cool. We've been chilling a bit. Beachfront, absolute beachfront. We're about 10 foot away from the high tide mark where we're camped and parked. And yeah, it's just a great little vibe. We had a nice restaurant on the beach last night.
Lots of cool breeze, so we've been like enjoying that. And it's still bloody hot though. Here we go. We're coming into the festival.
Here we are at No Hoc Shen.
We didn't know we were doing this when we woke up this morning, and here we are.
We're going cave tubing through some traditional Mayan region and through some caves. So yeah,
Here
we go.
Private guide.
We got our private guide here,
Morris.
Morris. Hello. We're putting all our trust in you. driving out of a Coxcomb Basin Nature Reserve, and we have come across a trail that takes us to a plane wreck. It's sort of pretty exciting and a little bit famous Five-like, so we're going to go and have a look at a plane wreck.
Wow, and just like that, we're back in Guatemala.
Back in Guatemala. That was a whirlwind 12 days in Belize.
Yeah, we loved it though. It was a great little country, like little.
So
4,000
refreshing.
Refreshing, 400,000 people, third of the size of Tasmania.
I think we did every road in Belize. It was amazing.
It was just refreshing because, the people were just divine, so friendly. Spoke English, we could chat with them. All they wanted to do was talk.
A real Rasta vibe in a few places.
Yeah.
Caye Caulker and Hopkins especially, and also Placencia. But yeah, very Caribbean, Rasta. It was, yeah.
It was a real surprise, wasn't it?
So amazingly different, with just a bit of a land barrier border, and then you're in this other world.
Woohoo! Another beautiful walk we're doing today to see, we're in a place called Semuc Champey.
Semuc Champey.
Semuc Champey.
I don't know.
So we're going to walk up to the mirador to have a look, and we'll show you what it's all about. It's beautiful blue limestone cascade pools.
So the unique thing about this place is that it's formed above a river which flows, most of the rivers are sort of above ground, but this section, the river flows underneath through caves and on top of these limestone clear greenish blue pools, supposedly. It's been raining a bit, so it may not be as clear today, but it's meant to be one of the most amazing things to see in Guatemala, so here we are. First step, we're going up to the mirador, which is a viewpoint. There's no drones allowed here, so this will be our closest drone-like view we get, and it's 500 meters only, but it's sort of straight up stairs and slippery muddy track, isn't it, Mrs. Chassis? was quite the drive
Oh my
yesterday.
goodness. We were rattled, absolutely rattled.
250k, took us 10 hours, heading southwest through the mountain ranges on a very wet day. Rock slides, like serious rock slides, roads washed
closed.
away.
Crazy kamikaze, chicken bus drivers, overtaking on blind corners, we saw it all.
It goes down as the most intense day of driving in our lives, we said. Certainly this trip. But
Mr. Chassis did such a good job, oh my God.
Anyway, the purpose of that drive yesterday was to get to this town we're at now called Chichicastenango. Chichicastenango, and it is home of the most famous and largest diverse markets in the whole of Central America.
Indigenous markets. Mayan.
So we're going to go and explore these markets before we make our way to Lake Atitlan. Hey, from Lake Atitlan. We're staying at this great campground called Passage Cap. They've got some rentals here, nice villas, and it's really well maintained, run by a French man by the name of Pierre, and his wife, who's not here at the moment, but it's got its own private dock. And to get to the villages,
And we're waiting for
a taxi boat. You just flag it down and it'll come and pick you up from our private dock. That's not a bad way to get around, is it? Got one coming, Mrs. Chassis? Here we go.
Day 2 on the lake. We're going to check out San Juan Laguna.
San Juan.
Meant to be a very colourful village, lots of Mayan culture. So we'll go and check it out. It's very loud so far and busy.
So we've arrived at San Juan, and it just so happens there's a big festival on today.
And there's lots of fireworks.
Fireworks continuously.
Wow.
They probably won't go right now because that's just the way this goes. Oh, there you go. That's sort of just a regular occurrence. And Sonia does not like fireworks. But anyway, we're going to stick with it. It's great, it's very colourful. So we're still at Lake Atitlan, and today we've taken a little ferry ride to a village of Santa Cruz.
We're walking the lake today.
Yeah, it's called the Lower Mayan Trail. We're going to do part of it, probably not all of it. We were going to hike the big volcano today, but it was really wet and clouded over earlier, but then it turned quite a nice day, as you would have it. Got your stick?
Stick for the dog.
Yeah, a couple of wild dogs on this track, supposedly. We just got to...
and bandits.
And a few bandits. Well, it's our last day at Lake Atitlan.
We've loved it here.
We have.
Quite magical.
And the nicest day we've had, to start with anyway.
And we climbed up to the very top of that yesterday.
Yes, we did. San Pedro.
And my legs are sore.
3,100 metres above sea level. It was a climb, a challenging climb, 7 hours return. And a little bit wet and slippery up top, but it was definitely worth it, worth a challenge. And it was something that I had done 32 years ago. So nice to revisit it. Mm-hmm. Such a beautiful spot. We've just been gazing at this backdrop from our campground all week. And it's going to be sad to say goodbye, but where are we off to now?
Time to push on. We're going to Antigua.
Antigua, and another volcano to climb. So,
in 1 week, you have to rest until then.
The Lake Atitlan, you've been very, very special. We're staying at the Vagamundo campground in Antigua, Guatemala. And the beauty of this campground and the city itself is surrounded by 3 towering volcanoes. got Volcan Agua there. And then you've got the two twin volcanoes here. We got Fuego, which is the most active, but not today, on the left. Then Acatenango on the right, which is what we're going to be hiking in a few days' time. But the campground has plenty of other unique little elements to it. One being different forms of accommodation, like a helicopter in the trees here. And then we've got a boat over there. And these 3 buses and trucks, which you can camp in. It's got a pool. And even a couple of VW Beetles parked in the ground. So this is Sandro.
Hello.
Sandro, we first saw in San Cristobal in Chiapas, but we didn't speak. It was just a fleeting sort of passing by. And then we were at this campground in Guatemala here, Antigua to be exact, and we've run into him and he's camped just next to us. So what's the unique thing about your trip, Sandro? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Sandro and this is my Tesla Model X camper. I've lived in it for almost 3 years now. I have solar on the hood, 250 watts integrated into the car. So I mainly use it to charge my external devices like my Starlink, my induction plate, but I could also charge my vehicle with it, which I've done a few times. On a really good day, I get 7 to 15 kilometers, but that's not the primary reason why I have them. It's mostly just to power my onboard appliances.
So tell me a little bit about why is this so unique? You're actually doing the Pan American Highway like we are, aren't you?
Yeah, I really want to push boundaries and I really believe electric vehicles are the future and the future is already here. So yeah, I want to be one of the first people to do the Pan American Highway, and it's actually not as difficult as it is. Like I think border crossings and dealing with police is really the biggest barrier, I think sometimes. Charging, you kind of get really good at it. You kind of understand the range, all that. But I'll show you in a second. And if you come here, it's kind of my storage area when I'm parked. But this can all go in the back.
And where do you sleep?
I sleep on this side. So I fold the seats down and then I have like a little mattress. So it's about maybe like a twin size.
Okay.
It's enough for one person. 2 people I've done it, but it really pushes how comfortable you're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me show you my fridge here.
Okay.
So it's a 20-liter fridge, and that's powered by the solar.
Powered by the solar only. Okay.
Yes.
And when you drive, it's powered by the engine?
No. Yes.
Yep.
It is. Yeah. So that's the motors.
Yep.
The battery, big battery.
Yep.
And then you have
the batteries. Yeah.
the big magical doors.
Yeah.
Which are actually like very practical.
Yeah.
Because they need less space to open than a regular car door.
Right.
Which kind of doesn't seem right, but and then if I go here, I have the kitchen where the magic happens. So underneath here I have a bunch of storage, so cooking supplies. I have a rice cooker, toaster. I have 2 jugs, 20 liters right there. When the other one is up front, that's empty.
Yep.
And then I have my induction plate here. So this is powered by the solar.
Powered by the solar.
Yes, This is really it's very convenient to have induction.
Yeah, we've got similar setup in our van as an induction cooktop. And they do use a bit of power, but if it's the solar's enough.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's
well,
great.
it's not that I can cook infinitely,
Yeah.
if I'm plugged into an outlet, but I can cook with 100% 3 or 4 meals, which is good. But most of the time I cook once and then through the day it kind of just recharges it.
And so how long have you been living in your Tesla full time?
About 2.5 years.
Okay.
It's been my home. It's carried me through most of North America, even some of the most remote areas. It has air suspension too, and I have big tires, so I can do off-road trails. I've done some gnarly stuff in Utah.
Yep.
And but now I'm a little bit more risk adverse because I'm just trying to complete this mission.
in the main Zocalo Square in Antigua.
San Jose Cathedral. It's
Ye-
been painted white.
Painted white?
Yeah, it used to be cream.
Still beautiful all the same. It's a very picturesque city. It used to be Guatemala's capital before earthquakes and volcano eruptions caused them to relocate. And Guatemala City is now the capital.
Ciudad antigua, ciudad de tantas manos sostenidas.
Así la ciudad me abraza con sus calles llovidas, sus edificios dormidos, sus calzadas vacías. Así la recorro en mis sueños y ella me mira con sus cientos de ojos parpadeando amarillos.
Ciudad antigua, ciudad. Sobre mi lago estás viva. Ciudad antigua, ciudad. Sobre mi lago.
So today
Good morning.
we're heading to Acatenango volcano in Guatemala to do a very challenging hike.
Probably the most challenging yet.
Probably the most challenging yet. So we have an elevation of the top of this volcano of about 4,000 meters above sea level. The actual elevation gain on the hike is approximately 1,600 meters, and the length is about 8 kilometers one way.
We're doing 7 kilometres today to base camp. Level 3. Wait for this place. It's going to be cold up there.
We're looking out across the famous volcano, the most active volcano in Guatemala and Central America, called the Volcan de Fuego, and hopefully it puts on a little show for us.
Okay, we're about to start our journey.
I feel like I'm a packed horse.
How's your backpack? Not too bad?
It's all right.
You got-
It won't be in 20 minutes.
No.
Heavy.
And lady, can I say hello to you? This is our wonderful guide. Lady has been working for the company for 10 months.
Hi.
Yes?
Yeah.
So she's going to lead us up to the top.
And Lady does this 3 times a week.
Oh my God.
Fit.
So
Bit
you're
crazy.
I'm crazy, yes.
Okay. So we're about half an hour in now. It's been pretty steep, huh? Yeah. Straight up.
First stop.
First stop. Do you love Acatenango so far, like the sign says?
It's a bit challenging.
Was that a bit unexpected?
Yep. Straight up. Like, it was like going up Karamba Place maybe 20 times without stopping. Just keep going. More. 40.
And it's busy. Lots of people here at the first rest stop, getting a few snacks, refueling, and onwards we go. Volcan de Acatenango, big chassis. Lady is our Spanish teacher as well as our mountain volcano guide. Woo. Up above the clouds. Change from rainforest to pine. How you going with it, darling? Slog mode. Doing some cloud cover. got a horse, Sonia. Here we are. About 40 minutes to go to base camp. In a different train altogether now. Baby girls. Woo! Nearly there. Nearly at base camp. There's fuego.
Here's one check-in I've never experienced.
We're just about to arrive at the Chateau Marmont, overlooking Fuego. This is our digs. Chateau Acatenango. Whoa! Whoa! Gotta get close to that fire. That's what we're looking at. Fuego. We had an earthquake last night at Acatenango, and it's beautiful clear day, but it is very windy, and so they've cancelled the hike to the summit. But we're not far from the summit here. We're protected in a little nook, and it's going to be pretty miserable and cold up there. And look, we've got a beautiful view of Acatenango behind us there. I saw some flames last night.
He did. I was on the loo.
Yes, she was having her own flames. But it was good. Bucket list for sure. Now we've got to go back down. Watch those knees.
Yeah.
Yo. The end is nigh.
Well, look, we are just leaving Guatemala, heading to the border. We have
Where?
El Salvador.
That's
It's
right.
going to be our sixth border crossing, sixth country. So yeah, we've had nearly a month all up in Guatemala. Thoughts, Garth, Mr. Chassis?
Well, I loved it. It was a mixed bag. I hadn't been there for 30 plus years, and certainly explored a lot more this time than I did 30 plus years ago. But there was some raw areas of Guatemala that was a bit challenging at times, especially for driving and the roads and the chaotic.
Oh my gosh, the chicken buses were insane, and the roads, many landslides.
Landslides, boulders over the road, crazy trucks and touristic vans overtaking on blind corners.
And you did very well to get us out of there safe and sound. Thank you.
We arrived June 1. We crossed from Mexico to Guatemala. We did about 5-6 days, and then we hit Belize for 12 days, and then back to finish off Guatemala. So all up, it's been almost a month in Guatemala with a side trip to Belize, and definitely worth it.
I think highlights for me was Tikal, which is up north, and then we loved the lake Atitlan.
Lake
It was
Atitlan.
beautiful, and then we've just spent actually 12 days in Antigua.
Yeah.
And did a volcano, Acatenango.
Acatenango.
It was one of the hardest things I've ever done.
It was up there as one of the most challenging things I've ever done.
Spent
as
the
well.
night, did an overnight trip up there. But anyway, we've leaving, going to cross the border soon.
El Salvador, and we'll be hitting a coast again
Yay!
for the first time, the Pacific coast,
And some heat.
for the first time since Oaxaca. So looking forward to the waves, not so much the searing heat and humidity.
Yeah, we've had some nice cool weather up the mountains, so it's going to be a change. But here we go. We'll see how we go through this border. Bye.
Bye.